Welcome to the Ben Dano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has tripled the rest of the league when it comes to WNBA viewership this year. This comes as absolutely zero surprise to the rest of the world. If this isn't eye-opening to Kathy Engel Braindead and the rest of the players within the WNBA that they need to actually embrace the new fans instead of push against the new fans, then this league will always and forever be asking Adam Silver for a handout. This league will always and forever be second fiddle to the largest star the WNBA has ever seen. If the WNBA doesn't start embracing Caitlin Clark, if the players don't start embracing the fans that are coming and supporting, then they will always be crying, I want more money, I want more coverage, I want more support. I'm scrolling through Twitter and I see an article that Caitlin Clark novelty is not wearing off. I dig in a little bit, and what is that article really saying? What is that article really telling us? For the WNBA season through this past Sunday, viewership of Caitlin Clark games are sitting at 1.3 million views. Viewership of all the other games, 437,000. Now, for the fans that know, that's worse than AEW. That's some borderline collision numbers. That's borderline rampage numbers. Those numbers are pathetic. Those numbers are laughable. Those numbers are a joke. Those numbers is why Adam Silver never decided to give you guys a big payday until Caitlin Clark showed up. Because 1.3 million views a game, those are numbers Adam Silver can take to Amazon, can take to Ion, can take to TNT, can take to all these other media conglomerates as he's trying to fetch a deal. He didn't go into any of those negotiations talking about the rest of the league. Trust me. Trust me. 437,000 views is nothing to brag about. But all I did was show you an article. All I did was show you a name that posted some numbers on Twitter. Fair point. So let me break this down for you. All those games in yellow that you see, Caitlin Clark games. All those games in gray that you see, non-Caitlin Clark games. Facts over feelings. Let's take a look at the rest of the league because there has to be some other top-notch games in there. Well, let's see, shall we? The Atlanta Dream versus the Chicago Sky did 175,000 views. That's not impressive. The Chicago Sky versus the Dallas Wings did 101,000 views. That's not impressive. The Atlanta Dream versus the Phoenix Mercury did 108,000 views. That's not impressive. The Minnesota Lynx versus the Las Vegas Aces did 156,000 views. That's not impressive. But Ben, you're only showing me NBA TV. Okay, first game back after the Olympic break. The New York Liberty versus the Los Angeles Sparks on ESPN, 480,000 views. That's funny. That seems similar to the number that Caitlin Clark has been tripling all year long. Let's move on. Another ESPN game. This was a Dallas Wings, I want to say Minnesota Lynx game on ESPN Wednesday night. 420,000 views. Interesting. That's similar to the number Caitlin Clark has been tripling all year. Let's look at this weekend. Storm vs. Fever, 2.23 million. Liberty Aces, 875,000. 875 times 3. Okay. What are we at? 2.4 million? Nearly tripled. Lynx Mystics, 577,000. Nearly quadrupled. Connecticut Sun vs. Dallas Wings, 485,000. There's Caitlin Clark, and there's everybody else. And people aren't just going to sit down and watch her on the TV. Nope. It's not just that, folks. People are spending money to come out and watch this team play. These are the attendance averages so far this year throughout all their games. The high number for the Indiana Fever, 20,366 people came out to watch the Indiana Fever. The lowest number, look at that, folks. The lowest number that came out to watch an Indiana Fever game is doubled everybody else's lowest number. Doubled anybody else's lowest number. The Indiana Fever are averaging 16,000 people at all of their games. Folks, these are every single Indiana Fever game on that list. This is the catalyst. This is the one who will bring the WNBA forward. But it doesn't seem like the WNBA wants to come forward. Doesn't seem like they want to embrace any new fans at all. They might say they do. They might say they want new fans. But every time I'm hearing these stars speak up about the new fans, it's, you guys don't have any stake here. You're new. You can't talk about this. You guys are this. You guys are that. Folks, you think I forget Asia Wilson calling all of us racist? No. You think I forget Dejanay Carrington calling us this phobe and that phobe and this phobe and that phobe? No. Why would I go out of my way and support you after you've been so disrespectful to me? Why would I go out of my way to support you guys after you've been so disrespectful to me? That's very interesting. Folks, this past Sunday, we had the Los Angeles Sparks versus the Las Vegas Aces on NBA TV. 180,000 people watched. That is abysmal. That is embarrassing. Continue to disrespect the new fans. They're not going to support. Continue to insult the new eyeballs. They're not going to support. When we let basketball be basketball and your play does the talking, you see numbers like this. When you stop trying to do this and do that, and you actually focus on the task at hand, which is playing basketball and being a role model, you get Caitlin Clark games tripling the rest of the league. Make no mistake about it. It's the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. I appreciate all of the support. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. As soon as we see the Las Vegas Aces versus the Minnesota Lynx rating from Wednesday night, I will be here. I looked for it today. I didn't find it. The New York Liberty played against the Dallas Wings on Tuesday. Some people had it on NBA TV. Some people had it on UPN. I looked for it. I couldn't find it. The WNBA is trying to hide numbers, make numbers suddenly disappear and vanish. So people like me, people like shout out to Chicks Dig Scars, when we come and we try to give you guys the real picture, it's harder for us to actually paint that picture. But fortunately enough, they can't suppress what is public information. It's Ben Dana Podcast. We're calling a spade a spade. I appreciate all of the support. You guys have a good day.